Welcome to A Quest for Metal. Today we're going to be talking about bad or funny concert or festival experiences. And I'm going to share with you some of the stories I've had, some of the weird encounters, and some of just the weird stuff I've seen or happened to me in a festival or concert environment. But before I do, let me know down below, in the comments below, what's the weirdest thing you've seen, what's happened to you that you've hated, what's been the shittiest concert you've been to, and some just general weird concert experiences. But let's get started with my list. So one of the first ones that comes to mind is back in Download 2011. There's two stories from this one actually. Two stories from Download 2011, but the first one is I was watching Children of Bodom, as you do, when they were still a fucking band. And it was awesome, you know, fucking love Alexi shredding. It was amazing. Right next to the mosh pit. I wasn't in the mosh pit, I was right next to it. I did mosh for a little bit, and then I stood at the side because I was knackered and I just wanted to see the fucking band. Because nowadays I don't care about moshing. I just want to sit back, relax, enjoy the music, but back then I was a little shit. So yeah, it was great, good time. Mosh pit was happening to one of the songs, don't fucking know what one. But so, I heard like a scream, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Everyone turned around to the mosh pit, and some guy was like limping through the mosh pit. Everyone was like, oh shit. Everyone kind of stopped in the circle where the mosh pit was around to let this guy limp through, and he had a bone sticking out of his knee, which assuming is his fucking leg, just right out of the fucking kneecap, like fucking blood everywhere, and he's just like screaming, being held onto someone, and just hopped like right past me, right through the crowd and out, and everyone was just kind of in disbelief, like, holy shit, that was brutal. The literal bone sticking out of his knee just hobbles off with some guy, and he's screaming. He's like a big, you know, burly man, a fucking tough guy, beard and shit, and he's you know, screaming about that. Everyone kind of stopped, and then looked back at the band, looked back at the mosh pit, and then just started moshing again. So I was like, fair enough. Fucking fair enough. That shit happens. Everyone's like, wow, back to moshing. And then they start just hitting each other again. I just thought that was a wild moment. Just because, like, that can happen to someone, but everyone's kind of like, fuck it. Just runs back in. And that's why I love metalheads. That's why I love festivals and stuff like that, because something graphic, something crazy like that can happen, and everyone just goes back to being crazy again. So that was a wild moment from a festival. And the second part from that festival, the Sunday, not as wild. It was pissing it fucking down, and I hated it. I brought a coat, but it wasn't like a proper waterproof coat. It was like this thin fucking thing, and the water was just seeping through and making me just soaking. And I survived for most of the bands for the day. There was a lot of shit that day. We saw Medina Lake. They got toilet paper thrown at them, which was good because they were fucking awful. Oh, I don't advocate throwing toilet paper. You just don't watch a band if you don't like them. We just stumbled over there, and it was funny. Yeah, then the heavens opened, rain came down. I was fucking hating it. I was only there to see the top kind of 3 or so bands, you know, because it was Disturbed, then Bullet for My Valentine, then Linkin Park. I was young back then, you know, 2011, mate. I was into that kind of shit, and then it was during the first, say, 4 songs of Disturbed, where me and my friend, we were just shivering in the crowd, and we were just like proper shaking with our shitty coats on, and we just looked at each other, and we were like, do you want to go home? And he was like, yeah. And we both just went home. We didn't even see any Bullet. We didn't see Linkin Park. We just fucking went home. We went home. We've seen them both before anyway, previous festivals. So we heard Disturbed play like Prayer, which is one of the ones I wanted to hear them play. They played it. They played Down with Sickness, and it was like, cool. Heard the 2 songs, now I'm off. I'd rather be nice and warm than listen to the rest of this shit getting soaked. And I think it was the best decision, because right now, those bands, I'd rather sit and have a beer than watch them. So I think we did the right decision for that one, but I just remember how cold it was, and just thinking, fuck, we could have watched the entire Disturbed and seen like these other bands, but fuck it, you know, fuck it. wanna be warm. So that was another moment from Download 2011. Now this one isn't, I don't remember where it's from, but it was kind of embarrassing, awkward, I guess. You know the toilets in festivals, fucking awful. Yeah, well there was a big queue to get into one of the cubicle blocks. Went into one, needed a shit pretty bad. You know what it is, festival bowels. You need to unleash the beasts, the sloppy beasts. And I went in, did my duty, you know, unleashed the kraken, spread the cheeks, and the shit flew everywhere. That's when I realised, I looked around, and I was like, oh shit. Literally, oh shit. There's no toilet paper here. And I was just there, sat down, just like, what the fuck am I gonna do? What the fuck am I gonna do? Because usually you bring your own toilet rolls to the toilets, but I didn't. I fucking didn't. And what happened was, where the... Hope you're not eating. Where the toilet kind of scoops in, and then there's a hole, all the shit was on that scoop part, and it was kind of like a shit mountain. So I was like, holy shit, so long as I can flush this in, it's fine. I can kind of go back to the tent and wipe and then just fucking throw it in the bin or something, you know? Scummy, but whatever. What the fuck else am I going to do? I'm not going to wipe it with my hands and fucking smear it everywhere. So what I did was I used the toilet thing where you pull it and it's like... And I pulled it and I broke it. Pulled it and I broke it. So then I was sat there, well, stood there, looking at this mountain of shit, which comes, like, over where you fucking sit down. I don't know how. I think I was leaning too far back. I was having a chill time, and it just fucking made a shit mountain on the slope. And I'm like, I am not scooping it with my hands. You know? No fucking way. I just broke the fucking flush. There's no way of getting it down unless I scoop it. Fuck this. So I kind of opened the door really quick, power walked past my friend who was in the queue. I just said, run. We just fucking ran. I don't know why I said it like that. I don't know why it's Lord of the Rings all of a sudden. But yeah, I just ran away and left the next sucker to go in for the shit mountain. And I feel sorry. I feel sorry for them. You know, so if you're ever out there and you were the recipient of my shit mountain, I apologise. So another experience is seeing Five Finger Death Punch play at Download one of the years. Can't remember which year. Ivan Moody, he pulled out an acoustic guitar. And he did not want to fucking start the song until people moshed. But no one in the crowd wanted to fucking mosh because he wasn't starting playing the song. And he was like, I'm not playing the song until people mosh. And I was just like, well, I'm fucking going. Me and my friends just left. It was just so awkward and just annoying. And it's like, first of all, why people mosh? Like, why would you want to mosh to an acoustic song? Second of all, people mosh if your music's good. You know, play some fucking music. And then we'll mosh. You don't need to, like, encourage the crowd to do it. They'll fucking do it anyway. That's a good fucking band. You don't need to tell people to mosh. If your music's good, they'll mosh. That's the fucking rules. You can amp it up like Brucey and stuff, like Scream for Me and all that shit. But don't say, I'm not starting my fucking song until you mosh, because that's baby attitude, and that just made me hate Five Finger. They're still alright on CD-ish, I guess, but live? Nah, fuck them. Fuck them because of that. Because of that live show that I saw, fuck them. That was awful. Hated them. And I still hate them after that. But, yeah, that was just an annoying fucking live show that I've seen. One which isn't actually to do with the bands themselves, but our stupidity. It was the end of the festival night. This was last year. Download last year. After seeing Tool. Fucking awesome show. Went back to the car. To the car park, I should say. Spent ages, literally an hour and a half, trying to find the car. The cars were going. There was less cars there by the end of the night. Very spacious field. We were like, what the fuck? Where the fuck is the car? Using the torches on the phones. Our phones were like running out. We were like, we've been walking for fucking ages around and around this car park. Where the goddamn fuck is the car? Someone must have taken it. Someone's fucking taken it. Sat down like, holy shit, we're gonna have to phone RIC and all this shit, get the car fucking back. And then I stood up and I was like, wait a second, we're in the wrong fucking car park. An hour of just wandering around the wrong car park. It was annoying. It was annoying. And that was last year. That's like the vivid memory of that concert, aside from Tool's awesome show. Yeah, that was fucking dumb. So there's one more that I'll leave you with, and then I want yours guys in the comments below to tell me your experiences, and I'll make a video about that. So I saw Metallica do the set list where you pick what songs you want set list. I don't know if you guys remembered that, and it was at Download one of the years. It was the year Dream Theater played on the second stage, and then Metallica played. Yeah, we went to that Metallica. You know, fucking awesome. It's Metallica. It's a fucking headline act. We were there. It was kind of shitty. The sound was alright. The band was playing pretty good. It was alright, but then they just fucking they stopped the set for some reason and brought all these people on. Like this guy came on with a backwards cap, and James Hetfield was letting them all on stage to say some shit, and they were just like, "Woo, Metallica, woo!" And they had the mic, and it was on for a good like 5 minutes of these people on stage fucking about, and the whole crowd's kind of just like not really cheering for these people. They're just kind of like, "We're here to see Metallica. What are these jackasses doing on stage?" And that's exactly what me and my friend were like. We were like, "This is fucking lame. What? Play the fucking music, Metallica. What the shit are you doing?" And it just went on for way too long. It was way too awkward. The people on stage didn't even, you know, it was just too awkward. And then the girl in front had a fucking seizure, and then she fucking fell over in front of us. And this is when the fuckers have stopped off the stage and started playing again. But we were too interested in this fucking girl in front having this seizure, and everyone's just kind of like sipping on beer. No one really fucking helped at first. Everyone was just drinking beer, watching. We were like, someone's obviously fucking paralytic, or, you know, having a seizure, or fucking, I don't know what's happening, but they're fucking convulsing on the floor. And then finally someone was like, alright, I'll go get someone. They went off. We were just sat there, well, standing there around her, just kind of like, so that's weird. Then eventually, you know, the paramedic people burst through the crowd, collected her, dragged her off, and we were like, wow, that was cool. Went back to watching Metallica, and like 2 songs or 3 songs had passed, and we were just kind of like, why are we here? This isn't that good. So that was one of the only times I've seen Metallica where it was kind of shit. It was kind of just like, Dream Theater was better. I saw Dream Theater headline the second stage, way better than Metallica fucking was. Way fucking better. So, you know something's up. You know something's up when it's like that. So yeah, that was another weird concert experience. So let me know if you want a part 2, because I've got some more stories. I've got some more weird stories like this. So yeah, pop down your weird concert experiences down below, and we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.